What's up YouTube? Redface here for another cooking show. This time I'm going to show you guys how I cook the most fluffiest, not so thick, not so thin pancakes. So if you like this episode, go ahead and like and subscribe for me. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, we're going to start off with heating some butter, about 1 cup. Nope, sorry, half a cup. Now you want to stir this butter like so, but don't burn it. This is the reason why I took it off the stove like this. It's easily burnt. Okay, we got 2 eggs. Go ahead and crack them eggs in a medium bowl like so. I'm separating the egg whites and the egg yolks. That's actually the trick to make these pancakes really fluffy. I don't really have an egg separator thing, so I'm just using my hands. Don't worry, I washed them, so I think I did. Now it's probably easy to use pre-made egg whites. However, I've tried that before and for some reason I couldn't beat it as fluffy as I did with this whole eggs fresh. So I don't recommend using the boxed egg whites. Shake up your buttermilk and you want to put 2 cups of buttermilk. Like I said, you don't have to use Bulgarian like I'm using here, but it does add a little bit of flavor. Next, you want to put in 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is optional, by the way. Don't have to put sugar if you're planning on putting a lot of syrup like I always do. Come on, I can do it. Come on, try and get that sugar in there. There you go. Then put in a splash of good vanilla. About a couple splash there, but splash is good. Then you want to put in the butter after it's been cooled. Reason why is you don't want to be mixing this with hot butter, or else you risk cooking the eggs. So just mix it like so. Now you want to put some baking powder. I'm actually using about 2 or 3 heaping tablespoons. So give it a little bit of rise. Looks like 4 tablespoons there, but whatever. But I would say that's a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more of baking soda. Now instead of regular flour, I'm using cake flour, as you can see here. I just like it has a little bit of sweetness and it adds to the fluffy texture, I believe. And with regular flour, I don't know, it just looks like bread after a while. Put too much of that. So with this cake flour, I add 2 cups. Now you want to stir this, but you don't want to over mix it when you're stirring this. So you want to be able to have some kind of lumps still, but not so much that it's kind of raw. So as you can see, they're still kind of lumpy, but that's also everything's incorporated well. Okay, back to the egg whites. I'm using here a small little cappuccino kind of dealio here. don't really need this. You can beat it with your hands. Beat it.
Eventually,
Alright, so now that's all beaten like this, nice and fluffy, stiff picks. I'm using bene fiber. Again, that's optional, but I want to be able to poop also after I eat this. So about a teaspoon of bene fiber. Now you want to add the mixture to the fluffy egg white. Fold them slowly, like so. Very carefully. Of course, it'll help you add a bigger bowl, but this is all I have, so it's nice and careful. You want to make sure you don't take out all the air, or else this will not rise. Okay, now you want to just wait for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going dancing. Okay, now you want to turn on your stove and put it in medium to medium low. You want to be able to cook this through, so. But here's a quick tip. I'm using pan butter. I'm going to spray the pan, but I'm also going to wipe it. And then I poured about 3 tablespoons full, and yeah, it's actually pretty easy. That's the trick here, is I'm using a egg pan instead of a larger pan or a flatter pan. You can do those, use those if you want, but I prefer to use this. So monitor your heat. Every stove is different, so you want to see those bubbles and the size there, like that, when it's all translucent. Little peak, and then flip it. Boom. See that? It's beautiful. Nice and brown. Now you want to not touch it after you flip it, even if you made a mess. Let it cook for about a couple more minutes. It should be good. Rinse and repeat. Now this batter will make you about 8 pancakes, medium pancakes, but it just depends on how large you're making your pancakes. So with this I can make 8, but I can only eat 3 at a time, so I'm gonna make 3 pieces right here. Yep, look at that. Okay, carefully. Whoop, burnt that a little bit, but that's all right. Putting in a lot of butter. I actually put some butter in between them too. Love butter. And then some syrup. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Look at that drizzle. Sweet, savory, delectable. Yummy, you name it. It's all good. Now for the moment of truth. Look at that. See, not too thick, not too thin, nice and fluffy.
Good.